February reading wrap up, lightning round style with yes, no, or maybe. Books have been kind of a dud for me since finishing Onyx Storm in January, but there have been a few worthwhile nuggets in there. The first book that I read in the month of February was Deep End by Allie Hazelwood, otherwise known as Wet, and this is a yes for me. It was sexy and playful. I loved Lucas. I love the exploration of BDSM, consensual BDSM themes in here, and I appreciated the personal journeys. This one was fun. There's a slight conflict between the main character and her best friend that was kind of annoying to me, but I mean, it fits with the college age that these people are, so take that with a grain of salt. The second book I read in February was Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. I'm gonna say maybe for this one. Out of all three Ruinous Love books, this one is probably my least favorite. It's pretty much a toss-up between Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark on which one I loved more. This one just didn't have the balance of grossness and absurd scenarios and the sexiness that the other two had, so it was just kind of missing something to me. I don't know if it was the type of romantic trope between the two of them, but it always seemed more formed, a little bit slower burn, just more tame. This one didn't quite turn me off to certain foods either. It was just missing that X factor for me. So I'm gonna say maybe, just depends on what you're looking for. The next book I read in February, First Time Caller by BK Borison. I got this one as my first official book of the month box, and it was a new release, and it was really cute. So I'm gonna say maybe to this one as well. Main character is 30 years old. She's a single mom. She has a great relationship with the father of her child. Her child is a preteen basically and tries to set her up on this radio show to talk about her love life and to get her happy again and to looking for love. It was really cute. If you're looking for something light and feel good, this one might be for you. But I'll say maybe. The next book I read in February was Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and I did this one for the Story Darlings book club. That episode is going to be coming out in a day or two. I'm going to say yes to this one. This was probably the strongest book that I read after Onyx Storm, simply because it was a great balance of sexiness and humor. I found myself laughing out loud so much. There were honestly a few surprising twists as well, and I always enjoy that. So while it wasn't on the level of Onyx Storm, I'll say Quicksilver was worth it, and I am very much looking forward to Brimstone in November. The last book I read of February was How to Marry Keanu Reeves in 90 Days by K.M. Jackson, and this one is going to be a no. And I really shouldn't be surprised because of the ratings and reviews that I saw. I think what was missing for this book, for me at least, was conflict. This one almost struck me as just a cozy day-to-day kind of book about this main character and her shenanigans on trying to meet Keanu Reeves. Her backstory is basically that her older brother died several years ago, and his best friend, True, has the biggest crush on her, and they're just kind of dancing around that relationship. So there was so much that annoyed me about this book. I was pretty bored, but I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan, so I saw the cover, I saw the title, and I had to get it, and I'm going to be holding on to this just on principle alone. I knew what I was getting into, but this is going to be a no for me. But anywho, I also probably read Onyx Storm the equivalent of like 3 or 4 times with as many chapters that I read over and over again. February was a short month, but I feel like I read a lot for me personally. That's a quick reading wrap up from me for my February books, yes, no, maybe. No idea what I'm reading this month for March. We shall see. Okay, bye!